Well, good morning, fellow diamond painters. It's TP Crazy Lady. It is 8:01 a.m. I've been up since 6 a.m. It's Sunday. It's the 6th, uh, October 2024. And as you see, I'm on this last of this left corner. I could have finished it last night, but I got really tired. So I said, you know what? I'll finish it off this morning in a little video, I guess. It's, someone else had asked what the name of this was, and it is October Skies. It's a Dreamer design. It's by Alan Gianna. It's a 80 by 60 centimeter, or a 31.5 inch by 23.6 inch. And that's what it looks like. There are 65 colors. There are 6 ABs, and it is a square. So, still have trouble with the steering, of course, on my little car. It goes in and out. Mostly, it's hard to steer, and when we left here and went to Aldi's first, and you will not believe how much stuff is picked over. It's like, nothing. I mean, I'm going to have to go back again today, not to Aldi's, but I'm going to have to go to Giant Eagle because I went in there looking for something specific, and they didn't have it. And when I went into Walmart, all their frozen foods, all their other things, different kinds of breads and stuff like that, everything was like gone. And I was like, geez, did I come the wrong time of the month or what? Prices are still about the same, no different. Well, the eggs have come down. The 60 eggs that I usually buy when they had the issue earlier this year, they were like $20-some for 60 eggs, and then they ended up coming down to like, well, it started out at 10, then it jumped up to 20 something, and then it went back down, and then it went down to like $7 for 60 eggs. And and it stayed about that way until 2 or 3 months ago, and it went up to about $10, and I thought, uh-oh, it's going to creep up. And last month they were $21, and this month they were $17. So I can't figure out, I don't think the chicken's got a raise, so somebody's pocketing some bucks, So, and like I said, there were things I needed that I couldn't get, so I'm going to have to go back. I wanted some wraps, because I told my daughter, I said, you know what? I said, I ended up gaining that 6 to 10 pounds, and I'm done. I'm going to start cutting back on some of the stuff that I have eaten, or maybe eaten too much of, or whatever it is, and I'm not packing this stuff on at winter. Because if I pack it on in the winter, come summer, it's going to be twice as hard to get rid of. So I told her, it's up to her, but she can eat what she wants if she wants something different, but I'm going to be making salads and just wraps, or, we're going to cut back on our portions and go back to the, if I have to, I'll go back to weighing stuff and measuring it and everything, because you get a little lax, And so we had left here at about 11:30 or so, and went and shopped at Aldi's and got a few things I wanted to get there. And then from there, like I said, we left. I stopped at Giant Eagle first, and still none of that Noir coffee, and I don't understand it. They don't even have a label for it on the shelf, so I guarantee they stopped selling it. And all the black silk was sold out. Probably they were having a big sale, because that's what it was. And I hope they're not having a big sale, because Folgers is deciding to say, hey, we're not going to sell it anymore. Irritating as all get out, but thank goodness I still had some of the perked, here. But I ended up having to buy some Nescafe, which I'm not fond of, but it was the most reasonable instant coffee. So from there we went up to Walmart, and all the frozen veggie things that I usually get were gone. I mean, their frozen food section was like naked. They did have something I hadn't seen before. It's the riced cauliflower, and they had it in 3 different flavors. One in Spanish rice, one in teriyaki, I think, and one in something else. And I thought, oh, that's a good idea, because then I don't have to grind mine up. I will do mine in mashed form, but I won't do it in riced, because I've tried that, and I just can't rice it up right, so I don't bother. I just buy it already riced. So we went there, and let's see, from there, from there we just, we're coming home, and the neighbor next door, the one who had the barbecue a couple months ago, was waving me down, and I drove over by there, and I said, well, you need something? And she said, no, she said, today's my birthday. And I said, oh, happy birthday, and I didn't know. And she said, today's my birthday, and I'm having people over. I'm having food and everything, and can you come? And I said, oh, geez, I don't have anything to give you. It caught me off guard. And she said, no, just you being there, that's all, that's all I need. Just come on over. So I thought, oh, okay, then I don't have to cook, or, but then I was afraid. I knew that the food that they have over there is just not ideal for me, but I thought, okay, it's one day and then I'm done. And isn't that what we always say? Just one more day, just one more day. Doesn't work that way. So, I gotta change colors here. So, I went over, and she had ordered pizza, of course. And then her, I don't know if it's the one who lives with her too, as a roommate or what, but she had made sloppy joes. So I asked my daughter, I said, you want to share a sloppy joe sandwich with me? We won't eat a whole one. And it was really good. It really was. So we had a piece of pizza and half a sloppy joe, and we sat there for a while, and I wished I would have had something to give her, but it's like I said, it caught me off guard. So, but she just wanted us to be there, and she had a yard full of her family and other friends and stuff, so it was nice. We took Liam over there, and he, sat on my lap for a while, sat on my daughter's, and he was all excited and, excited and scared both, I guess. He had his sweater on with his harness because it was a little chilly over there. It's been chilly the last 2 or 3 days anyway. And so we were there for an hour or so, and I said, well, we're going to have to get back over. I said, but I told her, she's got my daughter's phone number so she can text, because she doesn't do much like phone calling, I guess. And if she needs anything, text my daughter, and we'll get the message. And, and I mean, I asked her, I said, okay, I said, how old are you? I said, we as ladies can ask each other that. And she said, I'm 21 forever. I said, oh, okay, works for me. You know, she's basically about the same age as my daughter. So, but I figure, hey, you want to be 21 forever? Works for you, works for me. So I came back over here, and because we had to, when we first came home, we had to put all our groceries away before we could even go over there to her place. I had a carload full of groceries, and I've got to go back again today. Like I said, we got our electric bill, so my daughter's gonna write a check, and then I'll take it and drop it in the drop box. And while I do that, then I'll swing down there by our other giant eagle down here and see if I can find the wraps that I want. They have the, I forget what they're called, but they're the low fat, low carb, high protein wraps. And I'm going to get those because if I want a small sandwich or a half a sandwich or something like that, I can use a wrap rather than, slices of bread. And that's pretty much all I'm going to end up doing today. I've got 2 loads of clothes to do, and it's not really clothes. I have 2 comforters, 2 blankets that are my daughter's. So that's all I have to put in the washing machine, and then we're done for the month. So I'm hoping that I can get something done with the car next month, at least get it checked. And if what I fear is that I'm not going to be able to get it fixed either at all or not get it fixed until winter time. That there's no way I can save up the money, because I just found out too. Okay, I'm already paying $325 a month lot rent, which is dumb for a small, tiny mobile home park. And I'm already paying that. And starting in January, they're raising it another $20. So that's almost $400. That's $350, you figure. And then I have to pay the water and sewer. So I'm paying a little over $400 a month to live where there are no amenities or anything. Now, I can't afford any of the other apartments that are around here because they'd end up being the cheapest 1-bedroom apartment in a halfway decent neighborhood, which is just a few streets away from here, starts at $750 a month. And if you bring in 1 pet, you got to pay another $150 or so for that. That wipes out my whole check. Period. Gone. Can't pay car insurance, can't, nothing. So I'm stuck here paying right now, starting in January, half of my check just on lot rent. It's like, I could manage in the beginning, but things are skyrocketing. I mean, things are going up, and it's not the government, it's not, who's president or whatever and stuff. It's these greedy, corporate idiots. They make a few more bucks, so they have something. But, almost $85 a month my car insurance. It went from 60 something, now it's 80 something. It's like, it's every time I turn around, it's, another thing goes up. And except for the money, your income. When you're on a fixed income, yours stays the same while they, increase theirs. So, oh well, there I am, complaining, and shouldn't do it, but, oh well. But, yeah, so I got to go out today and pay the electric bill and stop at the grocery store. And sometimes it's hard to concentrate even on diamond painting because, I'm diamond painting and then, your mind wanders off to, okay, what am I going to do this day? What am I going to, and you know how you get those little worry spots, where you're sitting there and all of a sudden you're worried about something. You're going like, okay, what is it I'm worried about? Oh, crap, the car. Oh, crap, this, It's like, and you try to push it out of your mind because, worrying about something is not going to change the fact that it's there. It's that old acceptance thing. You got to accept it because it is what it is. There's nothing you can do about it. So it's like, okay, I got to worry about it. I got to worry about it. The more you worry about it, doesn't change the outcome. So, oh well. Let's see. I'm going to, I'm almost finished with this little section here. And before I start on the far right side, over there on the next level, I've got to get started on my my Halloween or my Thanksgiving gnome that I'm going to work on, the little 30 by 40 that will hang on my door. Because I have to have, I want to make sure it gets done and ready for Thanksgiving. My Halloween one is out there hanging, so it's good. I like to be ahead so I don't get, stuck not having something to hang out there, which is probably dumb, but what the heck. So, I don't know what else to talk about, y'all. I'm trying to think, was there anything else? Instead of cottage cheese and tomatoes this morning, I had a yogurt. Did I take it out of here? No. I had one of these, because there's 15 protein, there's no sugar, no artificial sweeteners and fat. I mean, it's really pretty good. I buy these, I got these up at Aldi's. So these were pretty good. And I don't like the strawberry ones. These are cherry. They usually have either the plain cherry or the strawberry. And I don't care for artificial strawberry and stuff. It's always, ugh, it just tastes funny. It's just the same thing as having a strawberry drink, in sodas and stuff like that. It just doesn't taste right to me. So, yeah, but that's what I had for breakfast. That'll hold me pretty well because it makes my stomach feel stuffed because it all that protein. Protein is what fills you up and keeps you fuller longer. At least that's what I'm told. So, yeah, because that's what my doctor had said. I'd eat a different style of protein or something because I said I get full. I don't want to eat lunch. I don't know why they want me to eat lunch if I don't want to eat lunch. I know they say, regulate your glucose, and regulate your sugar, but dang, if you're not hungry, why force yourself to eat? So I figure, I probably won't even be hungry for lunch today. And for dinner, I think I'm just going to have, see, I have one here. It's got a little nip on it, and it won't. Dang Dang it. I am not real pleased with Dreamer's drills. Not because of... I'm going to have to put another one in there. That one didn't fit. They're not misshapen as far as having to throw a lot of them out, but they just don't seem to fit. There's too much gapping in this one. I mean, some will, go right up against real nice and everything, and then that one escaped. Oh, here it is. Huh. Tried to scopy on me. They just don't seem to fit in. They might be, they're not like odd shaped, but I don't think they're all the complete right size or something. So I've had a few that were stuck together and you couldn't get them apart. Like there's two right there that are stuck together. Okay, don't show them. I'm on, you stupid phone. Oh, well. And sometimes you can take them apart and they're fine. Sometimes you take them apart and they still won't fit right. They'll have like a little tip on them or something. A little nub. And like I said, I didn't buy this, my daughter did. So she bought me most of all my little more expensive paintings. And I got most of my budget friendlies myself, through Temu or Amazon. So, well, I guess that's the extent of my blabbering today. Not a whole lot. I've had the heat on for the last 2 or 3 days. Still had it on last night and today. I'm hoping that it'll warm up just enough that I can turn it off, because it's can get costly. So, well, I hope you didn't mind the whatever conversation. I don't know if there's anything else y'all need to know. I don't think so. Excuse me, coffee. Just do me a favor. A few of you have asked, can you help, or something like that. No, you know what? Y'all can either cross your fingers. If you pray, you pray. Cross your fingers. Or, Buddha, whatever. Just, wish me luck that I can get this car fixed at a reasonable price and somehow be able to get it fixed. That's all I need. Just, kind thoughts, good thoughts, whatever it is. So, a lot of times good vibrations help. So, all right. Gonna get so I can get this little bit finished and then go ahead and get started on my Thanksgiving gnome. This is the other thing I don't like about this. Okay, it's nice that they have this little extra green trim, or the outer part here that's not painted, that you put drills on and it's not sticky. But I can't keep these drills to stay. They will not. You push them in to stay in line, and then you come back to it and they're like right back out again. So you know what? I see some people say, oh, it bothers me when I know that people paint these things and then turn around and roll them up and put them back in the boxes and they don't get to hang them on the walls and things like that. Well, number one, that's expensive as hell. You know, I'm lucky I can afford to be able to have them to paint them. And yes, I know if I couldn't afford them, I shouldn't have had them and all that other stuff. I've heard that garbage before. But number two, I don't have the room in my home to hang up half of what I've painted. Or, you know, a quarter of what I painted. I don't have the room. And if this is what keeps me temporarily sane, like y'all have mentioned, then this is why I do it then. And if I have to roll them up after they're done, then I roll them up after they're done. And then maybe once a year I can go through the boxes, unroll them, and look at them again and say, oh, wow, I did that. So one way or another, there's a memory there. So, you know, it's funny because as you're painting them, it's like a movie I had seen where this lady was knitting. See, here I go. I'm babbling again. But this lady was knitting. And you'd look at her strand of knitting, and she just was knitting this big, long thing. It never was going to be a sweater or anything. It, you know, or a scarf. She just kept knitting it. And people were looking at it and saying, well, look, this one looks pretty bad, this section. Or no, that section's pretty good. She goes, well, each one of these sections is a day in my life. And this was a bad day. So it looks bad. But here's all the good days. So, you know, you look at these things and they'll bring back a memory of, okay, what were you doing or what were you thinking when you were doing this particular one? So, you know, hopefully most all the ones you were doing was during a good day. So, okay, I'm going to get off here now. It's almost 30 minutes of blah. So, y'all have a good Sunday. And my daughter's going to be watching football, I think, if it's televised for her, since we don't have that cable access thingy and stuff. So she may have to just kind of listen to it or, you know, check it out on her phone or something. So y'all have a good one. Love you all. Hugs. DP Crazy Lady, I'm out.